What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I basically filmed this video showing you basically a lot of products from Rimmel, from their Stay Matte collection to their glosses to their mascaras, setting sprays, just the whole deal. So if you want to see my thoughts on these products, and just keep on watching. As you can see, my eyes are already done. I didn't have any Rimmel brow products or an eyeshadow palette by them, so I just went ahead and did my eyes off camera. And I just applied some lashes as well. I am using their mascara, but you guys will see that once we get to the lower lash line. So we're just gonna go ahead and jump right into it because I'm really on a tight time schedule right now. So Rimmel was so kind to send me this paint can full of some products from their Stay Matte collection. So we're gonna be dibbling and dabbling in all of them today. They sent me their full range of concealers, a few of their foundations, some of their Stay Matte powders, a setting spray, a primer, the whole shebang. So we're just gonna go ahead and dive on in. So first I'm taking their primer. This is the Stay Matte Mattifying Makeup Primer, and it claims to be shine controlling, pore minimizing, have a hydrating fill, and smooth the skin. Since everything is matte, and you guys know I love my dewy products, I'm only gonna apply this in my T-zone where I would like to fill my pores and where I get really oily. So literally just taking this down the center of my face. This primer has been a part of the collection for a while now. I used to use this back in the day. However, I kind of stopped using it just because I started leaning more towards like dewy products. So I will use this, just not for my full face because like I said, I like that glow to come through. Now we're gonna go ahead and go in with the Stay Matte foundation. So this foundation is full coverage and it's mattifying. However, I've tried this twice before and I don't really like the look or the feel of it on my skin alone. So today I'm going to try mixing it with the Flower Beauty Light Illusion foundation. This is in the shade Nude L3. So I'm going to try mixing these two because the Flower Beauty one is a lot more dewier and lightweight. However, this one has amazing coverage. So I'm hoping that together they'll kind of work together in a really nice way. So we're going to try that today. I just took 3 pumps of the Flower Beauty and now I'm going to go ahead and mix in a little bit of the Stay Matte one. You see the consistency is way different. It's a lot more thicker and it is more so like a mousse. Let's just go ahead and mix these and see what happens. I'm just mixing them with the sponge on the back of my hand. This might be way too light for where my fake tan, oh my gosh. See, I'm liking this a lot more. So I think that combo was decent. However, next time I think I'll probably mix a little bit more of the Flower Beauty and a little bit less of the Stay Matte, just because the coverage is freaking flawless, but it still is pretty matte, a little bit too matte for my liking, but it does look more on the natural side instead of just like flat matte, like I just put like a pound of powder on my face. One thing that I noticed the first time that I used this foundation and that I'm noticing now is that it is settling into my nose creases, which usually happens, but it usually doesn't happen until later in the day. So the fact that it does it so early on is a slightly concerning. This foundation also slightly exaggerates my texture. Now that I've mixed it, it does look a lot more toned down than I remember it being the first 2 times I tried it. But with that being said, this foundation probably won't be the best for dry skin, number 1, or mature skin, because I can just see it settling into any fine lines and creases if you do have them. So the ideal person for this foundation is probably somebody who has oily skin and has a hard time controlling it, and also has very firm, plump skin that doesn't have like fine lines, wrinkles, that type of thing going on. By the way, the sponge that I'm using, it came in the little paint can. So I'm not sure if this is something that they're selling or if this is just something that they sent out with the PR. But it's a nice sponge. I definitely like it. So if they are selling it, you definitely should try it out. Now we're gonna go ahead and move on to concealer. So I have their Stay Matte Soft Matte Concealers. These are supposed to be full coverage. So we're gonna go ahead and go in with these. I have the shade 011 Porcelain and 092 Ivory. I'm gonna go in with the darker one, the ivory one first. Just gonna go in and blend this out. I think that the concealers are really nice. They sit well on the skin. They have a nice finish to them and the coverage is pretty good. So I definitely will be reaching for these again. The only thing about that concealer is I do notice it settling really, really deeply into the lines underneath my eyes. I mean, everybody has creases under their eyes. It's just gonna crease before you set it, and even mine still crease after I set it. However, this creasing is a bit more exaggerated and intense than I'd like for it to be. Let me pull it down. Like, that's an intense crease. So to set my under eyes, I'm going to go in with their Stay Matte Powder. I have a few shades of these that I'm going to be using today, but this is the lightest one. It's 001 Transparent. So I'm just going to take my sponge and set everything in place. I've always really loved their Stay Matte Powders. I've used them in the past. They're just amazing powders for setting your foundation and even adding a bit of coverage, which is why I really like them. They're just overall really nice powders. They sit well on the skin. So yeah, huge fan of these, and I'm really glad that I got them again because it kind of reminded me of them, so now I can start using them again. For the rest of my face, I'm gonna go in with the Stay Matte Powder, but this one is in the shade Sandstorm, and I'm going to do a really light set because the foundation is already really matte and I'm not trying to look like a desert. I'm gonna try my best to zoom in so that you can see this around my nose. It's getting pretty cakey in here, and then obviously it's still continuing to crease down there. Overall, it just looks very makeup-y. With that being said, I'm definitely not blaming the powders. I've used these powders in the past and they've always worked great for me. I do think it's definitely the foundation. It's just a really thick and heavy formula, and it's almost hard to make it not look cakey. But we're gonna go ahead and move forward. So we're gonna go ahead and move into warming up the face. Rimmel sent me their Stay Matte powders in deeper shades as well. And then you guys know I have my well-loved Rimmel Natural Bronzer. This one is in the shade 021 Sunlight. So I'm thinking for the purposes of this video today, we might go in with this deepest shade and do a little bit of contouring and then go in with the bronzer as well. So this powder is in 025 Toffee. We're just gonna go ahead and chisel out some cheekbones with this. Oh, that's nice. I'm even gonna take this on the sides of my nose and just do a little bit of contouring. I actually really like this shade for contouring. I can definitely see myself using this again. Now I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my bronzer by Rimmel. You guys know I love this. You can see, like, I've already hit pan again, and I've bought this bronzer over and over again. And I'm just using this bronzer to almost kind of blend that contour out and like mesh everything together. And then of course, I'm gonna take this on the forehead. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and go over top of this just to really blend it in with everything else we have going on. And I'm even gonna try going back in with that transparent powder and just baking underneath that contour and see how that works. You know what? This actually looks a lot better than it does when I use my Coty Airspun because you can't pick up as much product because it's pressed. So I'm thinking that this is gonna be my new go-to product for this purpose. Like, that looks so much more natural and less harsh. And I think after I go and like brush away the excess, it's gonna look even better. Really quickly, I'm gonna go ahead and finish up my lower lash line and pop on some highlight, and then we'll be back to finish off with the Rimmel products. So Rimmel has also recently sent me their Scandal Eyes Wow Wings Mascara. They sent me both the regular and then the waterproof version. I haven't really used the waterproof version too much just because I prefer something that's easy to remove, but I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys why I love this mascara so much. So here's the wand. It's a really fine toothed wand, and I really love that because I feel like it gets in there and separates my lashes nice and easy. But the main reason why I love this so much is because I can use the same mascara for my upper and my lower lash line. And when I tell you that I have never in my life came across a mascara that I can do my lower lashes with that does not smudge and transfer onto the skin beneath. Like, I have never in my life found a mascara that works for me in that way. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys. So this mascara I have absolutely been loving for this reason. I feel like you can actually see my lashes now and it doesn't look like a clump of black mascara underneath my eyes, which, like I said, I've only been able to achieve with this mascara. So that's done. Now I'm gonna go ahead and pop on a lip. Oh shit. So now I'm gonna go ahead with my lip products. I bought this a long time ago. This is from the Kate collection, and this is one of their nude lipsticks, and this is in the shade 44. I really liked this. However, it is pretty light, and for my skin tone I prefer a more like deeper nude. But they also recently sent me over their Stay Glossy glosses, so I'm thinking I'm gonna go in with this and then a gloss over top. That is so pretty. Let's do this one. This is the Rimmel gloss in the shade Dorchester Rose, and I'll pop in the swatches in the next clip. This one has a nice glitter to it. I already know I'm ruining this wand, but the last thing that they sent me was this Rimmel Stay Matte Fix and Go setting spray. So I'm not the biggest fan of this off the bat, just because when I look at the when I look at the ingredients, alcohol is the second ingredient. But to liven up my face a little bit, I am gonna go ahead and go in with it. Whew. You gotta hold your breath with this one. But this is my second time using it, and as you can see, it does add like a nice little glow off the bat. However, long term with the alcohol in it, I'm not sure like how that's gonna work out. But the mister isn't that great. Alcohol is the second ingredient, so I'm gonna have to pass on this one. All right, guys, this is the completed look. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave me a thumbs up. Make sure that you're subscribed and hit that notification bell, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye.